I want to respond to a question that was raised on one of the TikTok listeners or viewers. But before I do that, I do can't help but mention that that genius Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Just cut $500 million of research for vaccines, which is just stunning to me, particularly coming from a guy who doesn't believe in vaccines at all. But he doesn't seem to care who's healthy, who isn't, who gets sick and dies, or who doesn't. But the question that was asked of me in one of the comments, and I can't find it again, is what would I have done differently, or what would I do if I were in charge of the situation that we presently have in the government? First answer is I don't think it would have gotten us into this mess to begin with. But in my view, or my practice as a trial lawyer for years, I always got together people with different views to discuss strategies on defending a case or talking about how a case should be handled, because I never had the ego to think that my ideas were the best. But I also had the view that once I made a decision, the decision would have been mine. So on Social Security, for example, what I would do is call together hopefully a bipartisan commission, and I would try to see about raising the retirement age by a couple of years, but I would certainly raise the limit on how much you pay for Social Security. It's presently at $176,000. So Elon Musk would pay the same as somebody who makes $176,000. I don't think that's rational. I think you would have to adjust the Social Security payments for people who pay more in some fashion. But my general view is we're all in this together. Then the next thing I would do is try to raise and work with the unions to raise the retirement age for benefits for union workers, and see what the trade-off would be, because I think we lose a lot of skilled workers, and I think it's clear that people are living longer and are staying more useful, if you will, for a later age. Meanwhile, with respect to each one of the departments, I would have had a bipartisan commission similar to what Bill Clinton did to come up with recommendations of how to streamline it, how to make it more cost efficient, with a long-term recommendation of what we needed to do to make sure it functioned properly. Part of me sits there, what I would do now is I'd like to get exact retribution, but then it goes on and on and on. So I would try and find at least people with different views, but moderate views, to join together to try and find solutions to the problems we have. They might not be perfect solutions. They might not be ones that I would want left to my own devices, but I would hope that they would be ones that would work the best for all the people.